My name is Trevor Friesen, and I am a behavior analyst working with the Disability Program Specialized Services team, part of the Cree Board of Health and Social Services of James Bay.
In a previous module, we talked about the basic activities of daily living, or ADL, and then we showed you an example of what it might look like when teaching someone to do up their zipper on their coat. In this module, we're going to talk about how to teach someone to perform an activity of daily living using something called prompting. Prompting is just a word that means to guide or support the learner to perform an action or a step of the ADL. There are lots of different ways that we can do this, and you can probably use a lot of these prompts naturally when you're teaching. For example, think about how you teach someone to ride a bike, or think about how you teach someone to carve a goose. Here's a list of the types of prompting that you can use when teaching someone to perform the steps of an activity of daily living. Now, I know it might be overwhelming to see a list like this with lots of different names for the ways that we prompt, but again, think about how you have taught others how to do the things you know how to do. You probably used some or all of these prompts without even thinking about it. Let's go back and watch that video of me teaching Cynthia to zip up her coat again. This time, I want you to watch for what types of prompting I'm doing.
All right, okay, Cynthia, today we're going to practice doing your zipper. Is that something that you know how to do?
No, I really would like to learn.
Wonderful. Okay, we're going to practice. I'm going to help you get your jacket on to start. Get your arm through there, and your arm through there. Okay, we're all set. All right, here we go. So, I want you to hold this part. This is called the slide. Hold it in your right hand like this.
Do you hear how I'm saying what to do? These are specific verbal prompts.
And then I want you to hold this part with your left hand, pinch it tight. Now I want you to slide this insert into the slide here. Almost. Here, we'll do it together. All the way down, all the way down. Now I want you to hold on to this really tight. Let go with this hand. Perfect. Now grab onto this little handle. Now don't do anything yet. Hold on tight, tight, tight with this hand and push down while you pull up on the zipper.
Do you see how I'm physically guiding Cynthia's hands to perform the actions? These are physical prompts.
All the way up, up.
Do you see how I'm physically prompting, but only by nudging? I didn't fully prompt it this time, but I backed off just enough for Cynthia to complete the action.
Up, 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 up. Perfect.
Take one last look at the different ways that you can prompt. Notice that some of them are more invasive than others. A physical prompt is more invasive than a verbal prompt because I have to touch the learner for a physical prompt. Your goal when you're teaching is to use the least invasive prompt that you can that still gives enough support for the learner to perform the action. If you're telling the person what to do and they're making mistakes, you might need to use a slightly more invasive prompt like modeling or light physical prompting. If you're physically prompting your learner and they're getting upset because they don't like to be touched, you need to use less invasive prompts like modeling or gestures. Remember, there are lots of different ways to support someone to learn a new skill, and you probably know a lot of them already. This list of prompts is just one more tool to add to your own toolbox when teaching activities of daily living. Check out our other modules on activities of daily living for more information on how you can pick and teach new skills to your clients.